Hello students, today's topic is question answer of the lesson the address. इसका एक मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन बनता है कमेंट ऑन द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ द टाइटल ऑफ द स्टोरी द एड्रेस. जिसका टाइटल है उसका सिग्निफिकेंस कितना है. तो द टाइटल ऑफ द स्टोरी द एड्रेस क्वाइट एप्ट. It is the spring wheel of the action. In fact, the whole action centers round it. The title is quite suggestive and occurs at the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Marga Minko focuses the reader's attention on it by the narrator's doubt whether she was mistaken and her self-assurance that she had reached the correct address. The middle part of the story reveals how she came to know the address. It was her mother who informed her about the place where Mrs. Rowling lived and asked her to remember it. The story ends dramatically with the narrator's resolve to forget the address. The wheel comes full circle. She had remembered the address for so many years, and now, since the belongings of her mother stored there have lost their usefulness, she finds that forgetting this address would be quite easy. तो पूरी स्टोरी जो है वो इस एड्रेस के ऊपर टिकी हुई है. एक तरीके के व्हील चक्कर की तरह है. शुरुआत होती है इसी एड्रेस से और एंड होता है इसी एड्रेस से, और मिडल पार्ट में भी ये एड्रेस ही चलता रहता है. किस तरीके से जो है वो पूरी स्टोरी जो है जो टाइटल है वो सजेस्टिव किस तरीके से बिगिनिंग मिडल और एंड जो स्टोरी का होता है. मार्गा मिंको इसके जो राइटर हैं वो फोकस करते हैं कि इसके ऊपर रीडर्स अटेंशन ऑन इट बाय द नरेटर्स डाउट वेदर शी वॉज मिस्टेकन. बार बार एड्रेस के बारे में बताया गया, कहीं गलती से तो वो नहीं आ गई. फिर अपने आप को अश्योर करती है कि नहीं, शी इज़ ऑन करेक्ट एड्रेस. मिडल पार्ट जो स्टोरी का वो रिवील करता है कि उसका एड्रेस को उसने जाना कैसे, उसकी मदर ने उसको बताया था. एंड हर मदर हु इन्फॉर्म्ड हर देन मिसिज डॉर्लिंग लिव्ड, एंड वो सब उसकी मदर ने उसको बताई थी ना ये बातें कि कहाँ वो रहती है. देन द स्टोरी एंड्स ड्रामेटिकली, और एंड में भी ड्रामेटिक किस तरीके से एंड होती है, वो उस एड्रेस को ही फॉरगेट करना चाहती है. ठीक है, तो पूरी स्टोरी इसी के चारों तरफ घूमती है. तो टाइटल इज़ कम्प्लीटली एप्ट. इसका नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन एक इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन बनता है कि व्हाट इम्प्रेशन डू यू फॉर्म ऑफ द नरेटर. मतलब नरेटर का कैरेक्टर स्केच एक तरीके से हमें कैसे क्या नरेटर का जो इम्प्रेशन है वो रीडर पे पड़ा है. तो ये आप अपने अकॉर्डिंग भी लिख सकते हो कि आपको कैसा लगा इस स्टोरी को पढ़ के, जो रीडर है उसके जो नरेटर है उसके बारे में. द नरेटर लीव्स अ वेरी फेवरेबल इम्प्रेशन ऑन अस अबाउट द हर इमोशनल एंड इंटेलेक्चुअल क्वालिटीज़. है ना, उसमें इमोशनल तो है ही बट इंटेलेक्चुअल क्वालिटीज़ भी हैं. वी फाइंड हर एन इंटेलिजेंट बट डिवोटेड डॉटर. डिवोटेड डॉटर है ना वो, और इंटेलिजेंट भी है. उसकी मदर ने जो उसको कहा उसने वो कई सालों बाद भी फॉलो किया. शी लव्स एंड रिस्पेक्ट हर मदर बट डज नॉट अप्रूव ऑफ हर सॉफ्ट बिहेवियर टुवार्ड्स हर एक्वेंटेंस. उसकी जैसे उसकी मदर सॉफ्ट बिहेवियर करती थी ना एक्वेंटेंस के लिए, वैसा शायद उसमें थोड़ा नहीं था. मिसिज डॉर्लिंग शी पुट्स अ पॉइंटेड क्वेश्चन विच हर मदर थिंक्स impolite. The narrator has a keen power of observation. She notices during her brief stay at home that various things are missing from the rooms. She has a sharp power of judgment. She once sizes various things are missing from the room. She has a sharp power of judgment. She once sizes अब मिसिज डॉर्लिंग एक बार में मिसिज डॉर्लिंग को पहचान लेते कि किस टाइप की वो लेडी है. हर परसिस्टेंट एफर्ट्स टू रिमाइंड मिसिज डॉर्लिंग ऑफ हर ओन आइडेंटिटी एंड द लेटर्स रिलेशन विद हर मदर रिवील्स हर इंडोमिटेबल स्पिरिट. शी विजिट्स 46 मैक्रोनी स्ट्रीट ट्वाइस टू सी, टच एंड रिमेंबर हर मदर्स belongings. She is a realist who doesn't like to remain tagged to the past. Her resolution to forget the address and move on shows her grit and forward-looking nature. She has a progressive personality. आप इसमें थोड़ा बहुत अपना भी ऐड कर सकते हो. And now your textual questions. Have you come back? Said the woman. I thought that no one had come back. डज दिस स्टेटमेंट गिव सम क्लू अबाउट द स्टोरी? इफ यस, व्हाट इज इट? तो ये क्या क्लू देती है? दिस स्टेटमेंट गिव सम क्लू अबाउट द स्टोरी. ड्यूरिंग द अर्ली पार्ट ऑफ द वॉर, मिसिज डॉर्लिंग had shifted the important belongings of her acquaintance Mrs. S from her house to 46 Macaroni Street. These included इसमें क्या क्या सामान था वो लिख सकते हो आप. क्या क्या इंक्लूडेड था? सिल्वरवेयर थे, एंटीक प्लेट्स थी, अदर नाइस थिंग्स सच एज द आयरन हनुका कैंडल होल्डर, वुलन टेबल क्लॉथ, ग्रीन नीटेड कार्डिगन विद वुडन बटन्स, ये सब थे ना उसमें. Mrs. S had died during the war. Since Mrs. S had died during the war, Mrs. Rowling did not expect anyone to come back and claim her costly belongings, as she thought no one else knew her address. The statement indicates the greedy and possessive nature of Mrs. Rowling. She did not open the door to the daughter of her former acquaintance, nor did she show any sign of recognition. She did not let the girl in. She refused to see her, then saying it was not convenient for her to do. The narrator had gone to this address with a specific purpose, to see her mother's belongings. Even when she told Mrs. Rowling that only she had come back, the woman with the broad back did not soften a bit. Thus, the clash of the interest hinted at by the aforesaid statement. The story's second question. The story is divided into pre-war and post-war times. What hardship do you think the girl underwent during these times? During the pre-war times, the narrator lived in some other city far away from her home, and she visited her mother only for a few days. During the first half of the war, the narrator's mother was always afraid that they might have to leave the place and lose all valuable belongings. The narrator lived in the city in a small anteroom. Its windows were covered with block-out papers. She could not see the beauty of nature outside her room. ये pre-war की बात है बेटा. The threat of death loomed large. हमेशा मौत का खतरा रहता था. She could not see the beauty of nature outside her room. The threat of death loomed large. After the liberation, और युद्ध होने के बाद, आज़ादी के बाद, everything became normal again. Bread was getting to be a lighter color. She should sleep in her bed without any fear of death. She could glance out of the window of her room each day. One day she was eager to see all the possession of mother which she knew were stored at number 46 Macaroni Street. She went to that address. She felt disappointed when Mrs. Dorling neither recognized her nor let her in. She asked her to come again some day. It was evident she wanted to put her off. She was eager to see, touch and remember her mother's possession, so she had to take the trouble of visiting the place. अभी क्वेश्चन है, why did the narrator of the story want to forget the address? The narrator remembered the address her mother had told her only once. It was number 46 Macaroni Street. Her mother's acquaintance Mrs. Dorling lived there. She had stored the valuable belonging of the narrator's mother there. After her mother's death, the narrator had an urge to visit the place. She wanted to see those things, touch them and remember. She went to the given address twice. She was successful in her second attempt to enter the living room. She found herself in the midst of things she wanted to see again. She felt oppressed in the strange atmosphere. Everything was arranged in a tasteless way. The ugly furniture and the muggy smell that hung there seemed quite unpleasant. These objects evoked the memory of the familiar life of former times, but they had lost their value since they had been separated from her mother and the stored instant surrounding. She no longer wanted to see, touch, or remember these belongings. She resolved to forget the address. She wanted to leave the past behind and decide to move on. And this question is, the address is a story of human predicament that follows war comment. The war creates many difficult and unpleasant situations for human beings. Sometimes it becomes difficult to know what to do. The human predicament that follows war is amply illustrated through the experience of the narrator. The war had caused many physical difficulties as well as emotional suffering to her. She had lost her mother. She went to 46 Macaroni Street to see her mother's valuable possessions. How greedy and callous human being कैन बिकम इज एग्जाम्प्लीफाइड बाय द बिहेवियर ऑफ मिसिज डॉर्लिंग. कहने का मतलब ये कि जो वॉर है ना वो इंसान को कैसा बना देती है. ग्रीडी, सेल्फिश. शी हैड स्टोर्ड, और ये किसके थ्रू प्रूव किया गया है, मिसिस डॉर्लिंग के बिहेवियर के थ्रू। शी हैड स्टोर्ड ऑल द वैल्यूएबल बिलोंगिंग्स द नरेटर्स मदर बट शी रिफ्यूज टू रिकग्नाइज द नरेटर। शी डिड नॉट इवन लेट हर इन। The presence of her mother's position in strange atmosphere pained her. Now these valuable had lost all their importance for her as they had been separated from her mother. She could get no solace or comfort from them. ये आपके कुछ क्वेश्चंस थे जो टेक्सचुअल क्वेश्चंस थे। शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन इन्हीं में से बनेंगे। यू कैन डू दैट। आप इन्हें अच्छे से समझें, बार बार देखें, फिर भी समझ नहीं आता तो पूछें। थैंक यू, हैव ए नाइस डे।